but I'm very open and accepting, and I would allow my child.
Sterilize your own child?
I would allow my child to live out their truth, self,
you would
whatever that
sterilize
was.
your child?
If that's what it came down to, that's what you want to call it, is sterilizing my child, then so be it.
That's what it is.
There we go. She sterilized her own kid.
What's up guys, I'm coming to you another video, a reaction video to James Klug's clips. I saw this on like YouTube Shorts, but I want to do a longer video of this, a reaction video to this. So this is when he was back in New Jersey talking about with Billboard Chris, can children consent to beauty blockers? Obviously no, but I kind of want to see this exchange and everything. So before we take a look into all that stuff, if you're new to this channel, what is up? My name is Mitch, Mitch, hey Mitch, all the Mitches, the call sign Don, and pretty much I like talking about what I talk about. So, current events, reviews, pop culture, social political commentary, be sure to check out all those videos as you're finishing this video. And of course, please like, share, and subscribe as it feeds your algorithm. So with all that said, let's take a look at this and roll it.
Your children have a great mother.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
You guys are here now on Asbury Park of all places while you're on this boardwalk.
Why not come here?
What's wrong with Asbury Park?
Because Asbury Park is like an extremely gay-friendly,
What does this have to do with
trans-friendly. Really?
Yeah, what does that have to do with gay?
Literally like talking about like transgender kids not being able to.
There's a child here. We'll watch our language.
To puberty blockers.
It's mainly about like kids not being able to have the consent to choose. It's them being like basically forced. You know what I'm saying? Like but some kids are by parents.
No one's forcing a child to make a decision about their gender. It's the child that comes to a parent. If your kid came to you tomorrow and said, "Hey, you know what, Mom? I think
skip puberty."
I would not. How about I think that I'm a girl and I want to
skip puberty.
I want to be a girl and I don't want to be a boy. What are you gonna do? You gonna let them go through puberty? It's the child's like. If that's what they're telling you as a parent, I'm gonna let my child. I don't have kids, so I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
It is tough. It is tough. As a parent, it is tough because I'm a single mom, so it's harder on me. You know what I'm saying? But you can't. I'm sorry. You came in this world a certain way. You know what I'm saying? If you want to dress a different way, cool. But as long as you're in my household, and I firmly believe like how you are is how you're meant to be in this world. You're beautiful how you are. If you feel uncomfortable, there's psychiatrists, there's other ways to go about it.
But if they're beautiful the way they are, but they don't, but like they're coming to you and they're saying, "Mom, I don't feel comfortable the way I am."
When I was just age, I wanted to be a Cocker Spaniel. Like, what do kids know?
Alright, don't be one of these jerk off ass on the internet.
There's a child right here.
Hey, I want to be a Cocker Spaniel. Kitten, cat, dog, rabbit, bunny. You don't apply right now, okay?
I love that. Isn't she supposed to be like the one who like she might be drunk. She's probably more than drunk. And so it's like she is not like even considerate of what is going on her surroundings, like her language and all this stuff. And then going back to on point, like children cannot consent to puberty blockers 100%. And even if let's say the kid was like showing some gender dysphoria, there's a billion steps between that, you know, like why even start with puberty blockers? But even then, like, how about no? How about you, let's see if, because this is a permanent change, okay? It's not like I can reverse it and all this stuff. No, it is like you are castrating the person through chemicals and all that stuff, right? And so going into this, like, again, you want to at least wait until you're 18. Like maybe if it's liberal enough, like maybe I'm willing to change a name, you know, all that stuff. I'm not saying that you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying I can understand that, but like to go as drastic as puberty blockers, hail to the no. Let's continue.
Hey, we're talking about a gender. We're not talking about an animal friggin'.
No,
okay?
but the point is.
No, don't be one of those people. I identified today as a Labrador Retriever. I identified today as a.
Why can't you?
We're talking about a human being, so back off and know your place.
Right? How can a girl identify as a boy? It's just as absurd.
Doesn't matter what they
ask you if you know anyone, actually know someone who's trans?
Yeah,
many.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, I've had more conversations about this subject with people from all walks of life than anyone in the world.
I highly doubt that. Do you have a child? Do you have a child that identifies as transgender?
Of course not.
Causes anxiety.
Because if you did, you wouldn't be here right now with your little scan me billboard Chris.
There's
okay?
no such thing as a
you
transgender
wouldn't.
child.
Oh really? There's not? Oh there's not.
That's right.
Oh there's not such a thing as as a
What does
transgender
it mean for a
child.
girl to be a boy? How does that work?
They identify as a different
Identify?
gender.
Why not identify as an elephant?
Okay, I'm sorry, but if you had, do you have any kids at all?
I do. I have 2 girls.
Really quick, can we get
If two-
specifics on that?
I just-
Specific.
I'm
What
not
does it mean to be a girl? What does it mean to identify as a girl? Can we get some specifics on that?
You know, so look, hey, I'm married to my wife, so I'm a woman married to a woman,
That wasn't the
but I still
question.
identify as a girl. What does it mean to identify as a girl? I don't know, like, do you like to wear dresses? Do you like to be floral?
So
I'm a girl.
stereotypes.
I climbed trees when I was a kid.
So
I'm a town girl.
stereotypes is what it means to be a girl.
Well, you have beautiful eyes. Anyway, not.
Stereotypes is what it means.
You know,
Okay, that's the best part of the video, and so.
I don't know. I'm a girl who identifies as a girl, but I'm married to a woman. However, you have girls that identify as whatever, like they might identify as a boy. Like I'm just saying
What does it mean to identify as a boy?
that
What
they
makes them
feel
a boy?
more. They feel more masculine. They don't like the way they look in their body. They won't. They don't, if a girl has
Why can't she
boobs
be a
and she doesn't
masculine
want to
girl?
have them, she was totally a masculine girl. I was a tom girl as a girl. Like literally grew up as a tom girl.
So how is it that she's a boy? How is a girl a boy then? I don't get it.
They just, well, that's the thing. Is like I was comfortable in however I am. Some people are comfortable in the skin that they have and what they have, but there's other people that are not. And unless you personally go through it, or unless you have children that are personally going through it, you probably can never connect to that like sensitivity level to really know that that's exactly what they're feeling. And it comes down to a human being or a person that they identify, or I forget the word identify.
You're talking about like a
a
10-year-old here during this whole
it
conversation.
could be a
by the way.
10-year-old. I mean, I have friends that are gay that literally, like, at 4 years old, were like, I knew that I didn't want to be in the body that I'm in. At 4 years old. Thank you. That's exactly how this all started.
So
That's
you
what I said.
Wait,
You
why?
find that we're sterilizing kids?
Why a lot of nerve to come here to Asbury? Why is that?
Because you're literally in one of the most gay-friendly,
Okay.
transgender-friendly.
What does this have to do with gay?
Whatever, regardless, it's the most. You're just.
What's it got to do with
Because
kids?
you know why? Because Asbury Park is an extremely accepting place. Everybody loves everybody here, and right now you guys are not loved. You're not being accepted on this
It
boardwalk.
sounds like it's not very
You have
accepting
the
and loving place then, doesn't it?
audacity
I'm very gay. Super gay. You just said that this was an accepting place and then that we're not allowed, so it's obviously not an accepting
Because
place.
we're accepting
Oh, look
of
at all this
people
acceptance
that
right here.
want to live
Look at
out
all
their
this
true self.
You're
You
saying-
guys are condescending.
Living your true self doesn't mean skipping puberty, taking cross-sex hormones, and making life-altering decisions about your body.
If a child, have you watched the documentaries on this and stuff? Like, they're literally, children have gone to their parents and been like, you know what, Mom, I want to do this. And a parent that's completely and totally supportive of it, well, let them.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think about that?
So first of all, you brought up this business about this is a very gay community. Well, all the studies into gender dysphoria show one thing. Before they gave these kids puberty blockers, that more than 80% of the time, kids who had severe and prolonged gender dysphoria from a very young age,
Where are your eyes going? What are you
this
reading
used to
off?
affect boys much more than girls, and more than 80% of the time, these kids simply grew out of it, and a majority grew up to be gay. So what this ideology is teaching these kids now, these same kids who would grow up to be gay, is that there's something wrong with them. They must have been born in the wrong body, and they're giving them chemical castration drugs, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries are being done on children. This is ruining their lives, and it's ruining the lives of boys who would just grow up to be beautiful gay men.
But it's a choice. It's like, I mean, you know what?
She does not like that. She doesn't like the idea that that could be a reality. You know, like just because, like she was saying earlier that she was a tom girl and all this stuff. Just imagine. I wish they would like, bring this up. Like, just imagine if you were a tom girl. Does that make you a boy? Does that make you a man? Like, there are people like just because you like as a woman you play with toy trucks. Like, should you cut off your breasts? Like, no. And so here's the idea again. Like, even if the person is gender dysphoric, why do you have to stop puberty at that moment? You know, like, especially if there's studies where they can grow out of it, still be gay at the end of it, but they're not the opposite gender.
And like I
It's a
said,
choice,
I
perhaps
don't have
for-
kids,
perhaps
so
for
I
an
can't
adult.
speak to, you know, but like, I don't have kids, but if I were a parent and my child came to me and said, I don't feel comfortable in the body that I am, Mom, like I want to be this or I want to be that, like but I'm very open and accepting, and I would
You would
allow my
sterilize your own
child.
child?
I would allow my child to live out their truth self,
You would
or whatever that
sterilize
was.
your child?
If that's what it came down, if that's what you want to call it, is
Wow, well, that's what
sterilizing my
happens.
child, then so be it.
That's what it is.
There we go. She'd
Right.
sterilize her own kid.
And that's because your child, when they believe in Santa Claus, they know exactly what they want. They're not going to change their mind. Is that correct?
You know what?
Are we listening to this stance we're making here?
Hey, you know what? I'm just sorry, but I believe in letting people be who they want to be and what they want to be. But you guys are here like
that seems like the exact opposite message of that.
You're literally walking around with a billboard around your waist.
All right.
It has gone in circles. Yeah.
She's happy to sterilize her own child. We got enough info out of her.
Yeah.
Nico over here
Like
getting
there's a
shot.
difference, right, between being a mom and not being a mom. So if you don't know what the you're saying, just shut up. Simple. Because she just made herself look like an idiot. You went around in a whole circle of what? You don't know what you're talking about. You're speaking on a subject that's very touchy. You don't, like, if you don't know what you're talking about, just shut up. Because I don't care. Godfrey, he's 6 years old. I would never put anything in his body that's not supposed to be there.
Okay, so the clip ends there. You know, again, I think the conversation kind of went back and forth. I think if there was given a little bit more time, maybe the woman could have eased up a little bit. Like, she was going this aggressive just because they think, like, you know what, these dudes are, like, you know, trolling / like bigots, all that stuff. She already went in there with the attack versus actually understanding with everything that's going on, like, you know, with all the, like, this isn't, again, with purity blockers, this isn't a pause, this is a life-altering change for the kid. Like, again, even if the kid is dysphoric, at least give them till 18 to figure things out, because, like, you can infinitely change in that time frame. And so, but overall, I think this was relatively civil. I think this was relatively cool. I think it just needed a little bit more time for that lady to figure out what's all that stuff. Because again, like I said in the beginning, other than the joke about telling James Klug that he has nice eyes, I think all of this was a little bit more aggressive than it needed to be. But again, like, at least it's engagement is still good. And so I'll just leave it there. Again, if you like this video, please hit that like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace, peace, peace. Be with you.